Hi, my name is Rebecca Vasquez. For the moment, I'm super excited because today I get to go to my divorce attorney's office and pick up my name change certificates because it's official. And I'm really happy to be able to sign, Rebecca Hammers. So I'm getting my second master's degree, and this time it's in special education. And I have, various reasons why I've done this, but one of them is I work for the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And I used to work for 15 years in public schools, and for various personal reasons, I made the choice to make more income. And I knew as a teacher that I would eventually. Right now I'm a correctional officer, but what I'm doing is trying to get those credits because the federal government has to fulfill those laws just as well as a public school is going to. And you do have a lot of adult ed programs. That's what we call it. We call them programs. Because the idea with the federal prisons is a little bit different than state, if you're familiar with state, is that they want to prepare inmates for re-entry into the communities. Well, what are one of the reasons why they have been criminals? Well, they didn't have an education. They don't have vocational certificates. They don't have any means in which to cope with what's going on in their lives, with their dysfunctional families, whatever the case may be. How can we help them adjust their personal choices if we don't equip them with the ability to do so? So, and that includes special needs adults. Sometimes people get lost in the system. This is Georgette. She won't leave me alone. I'm sorry. This little kitten I rescued. So, in that, mindset, I've agreed to take those courses. In my 15 years of public school, I earned 6 certifications, mainly out of curiosity. Like, I wanted to go for different grade levels and different subjects. I had wanted to be a principal at one point. I do feel I have some leadership qualities, but just wasn't the time or place yet. So one of the biggest things, though, I think about getting this special education degree, God has a funny sense of humor, is that I do have a child who is special needs. And it's nonverbal learning disorder, something like autism, but not quite. She can tell if your subtle facial expressions, and she could tell that you're upset. She just doesn't know how she's messed it up. Her maturity level is probably of an 8-year-old when she's 13, and her social exchanges are probably her biggest difficulty. Her ability to process her own emotions and to express them age appropriately are not there. She responds more like a young child would to situations, and it can be as simple as not getting to sit next to me when we go out to eat. And I'm sure outsiders will look at it going, oh, she's, let that child be spoiled rotten. No, she's responding to where her mind is at. So she is my challenging child. I do love her to bits. She's so smart. She'll talk in metaphors, and she really grasps so many things. And I think that's what frustrates her, where she doesn't do so well in social exchanges. Or she'll say something and she's so upset, and she'll have an outburst because she knows she's hurt somebody. So really tried to impress upon her, these are all learning experiences. There's some things that you just struggle with, but we're here for you, and we're going to fight you and fight for you, because there's times that I really have to put her in check, and other times I have to go up to the school and put the school in check. And the irony of that are, simple fact, that these are my former coworkers. They worked with me. They knew how I was as a teacher. I went above and beyond. If a student had a need, it was taken care of. And there is no reason for my special needs child not to get the same treatment. And to me, what is common sense, I suppose, is not for everybody else. I don't know. But I'm her advocate, and I will never stop doing that. I love that child bits. So, this is me, Rebecca Hammers. I'm so happy to get that done. And, I look forward to see what these last few courses have for me as I'm learning things to be a better mama of a special needs child, and for my future career. So see y'all around.